Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. If you are a woman in business, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Give it up for yourself. Okay, so my name is Mary Jo Flint. I am the owner of Mary Jo Ritchie Photography, The Slay Hive, and my own personal journey being an influencer, being Mary Jo. So, a little bit about myself. I am from the state of Washington, and at a young age, my mom, she got me this camera. And when she got me this camera, I took the camera everywhere we went. And when I went places, I was never in the picture. Because I was the one taking the photo. But that and getting my subscriptions to magazines at a young age has been my journey to where I am now. So if it wasn't for my parents believing in my creativity, I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now. So if you have teenagers, children, believe in their dream and support them in the creative world or anything that they want to do. All right? Yes. All right, so my journey kept with me. I went to design school in Chicago, and then when I got back to South Bend, I became a woman in business. I started my photography business. Now, anybody in here, have you guys had a business in 2008? Stand up if you had a business in 2008. Thank you. Yes. As you can see, when I started my business in 2008, there was not many of us. So to see all the women who stood up in the beginning, please give yourself another round of applause. It was a long, long time, just watching how businesses in South Bend has thrived. I am very happy. I'm a big supporter with women entrepreneurs because, as you can see, that one person stood up in 2008. It was not that many of us. It was far in between, just a few, sprinkled on in there. And I am very thankful that I've been able to run my business successfully from word of mouth. Now, times have changed now, where I have to get on social media a little bit more. I have to advertise a little bit more, but business is still good. And that's because women support me. So if we all can support each other, then we all will be in a better place. I'm going to introduce you to Simone, and Simone's going to introduce herself, and then I'm going to take it to Stephanie, and she's going to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Simone Jenkins. I'm a native of South Bend, Indiana. I have been in and out of South Bend, living a life in Chicago for about 16 years now. I am in the process of transitioning out of Nashville back into the Midwest. I am here on the entrepreneur board representing Vault Virtual, which is my virtual assistance business. So I'm just happy that I connected with Cindy and her community to be here today. My sister which is sitting here to my right, we also co-own a business called The Slay Hive. So I just wanted to introduce myself. My sister is the moderator for our discussion today, so you'll hear from me more. Here's Stephanie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephanie Thomas, and I actually don't run a business. However, I have worked in commercial credit for the majority of my career. I'm currently working as an SBA relationship officer for First Savings Bank. Previous to that, I was a credit analyst, so I've worked for a number of different banks in the area. And I've worked with small business owners and entrepreneurs throughout my career, so I have a lot of experience with the challenges that you all face trying to secure financing and just running your business. I'm also a married. I have 3 children, 3 daughters from the ages of 25 to 15. And so I understand also trying to, balance your career and your home life and the struggles that you face with that as well. So I'm here to answer any questions that anyone has about, how to prepare for a business loan, different resources that are out there for you. I have a First Savings Bank booth there in the back. Feel free to take a folder. I have information on the different lending programs that we have available. Also, feel free to take my business card. You're free to contact me at any time if you have questions about business loans or resources out there for you. I'd be happy to help you. And feel free to answer or to ask me any questions. I'm here to help. Thank you.
Okay, so the second question on the panel discussion is, how did you know what business to open? Well, since I was inspired by creativity from a young age, I decided to go with my photography business. Now, was it easy? No. I actually started in my living room at home. And I looked up and my husband was like, we got so many people coming at the house. It's time for you to get a studio. And I'm like, a studio? I wasn't thinking that far ahead with my business. I was just thinking, I'm going to keep having people come in my living room, move the furniture around, and I could take pictures on the wall that we had painted. But no, God had bigger and better plans for me. I started looking around. I found a studio space, and once I got the studio space, my business plan, and my photography business expanded more. So I say this to you. If you have an idea, and there's no ceilings, keep going. Keep climbing, keep going. I'm still in the creative process. I'm always creating other business in the process. Like my other business with my sister is the Sleigh Hive. We partner together. It's like a visual platform, bring your idea to life. And we help you plan out your ideas, because sometimes we have ideas and we don't know what to do with them. We come together and we help you outline your brand or your idea with 5 steps. So those 5 steps, we give you a visual platform so you understand what you're going to be doing with your business. Simone, can you tell us about your business and how you chose your...
So I had been pursuing entrepreneurship for a very long time, around that time that my sister had mentioned, 2008. It's always scary to say that you're going to step into entrepreneurship, but I don't discourage anyone that's still doing a 9-to-5 and still with their foot into the entrepreneurship. That's been my journey for a very long time, up until about July of this year, where I decided to make a transition out of my full-time job, which was a very cool artistic job because I come from a big art background. So I have finally landed a position in my field after pursuing for a long time there in Nashville. But I started to realize, I like this job, but as a woman in the work environment, you're still trying to get the money that you think you deserve. I was like the lead in my position. Everyone came to me for everything. I can mock up a whole book in 30 minutes from scratch. There was a lot of things that I could do, but I wasn't getting the money. Every time I would go in to negotiate my worth, there would be so many excuses. So one day I woke up, I ended up going to work, but I told myself, this is going to be my last week here, okay? I did give them a courtesy of a week. I didn't know my plan from there. I knew that I wasn't going to step into any more doors that was going to tell me how much they were going to pay me. So that's how my entrepreneur, I said, you know what, I'm going to pack up, make a transition back to where it all started from and go from there. So I took the whole month of July off. and decided in August that's when I was going to rebrand myself and step out on full-time entrepreneurship. So I sit here today as a full-time entrepreneur, working for myself. It's scary, but I knew that was my business plan. That was my branding plan, to go ahead and take every gift that I have and put it into my own self. So not worrying about who else is going to pay me. I'm going to hit the ground running to make my money, right? So that was my plan. That was my plan, to step into full-time entrepreneurship. Cindy always said something that was pretty cool, was like, when you make a promise to yourself, if you don't do it, you let yourself down. So I run with that every day. I wake up as a full-time entrepreneur. It looks different for when I was working at a job, because I knew that check was going to hit either way you go. But now, so it challenged me every day, so that's how I knew. And my business is a virtual assistant business. That's my bread and butter, where I assist other business owners just like me with the little things that they may not have time for as they're scaling their business, but key things to make their business work. So yes, thank you.
So the next question is, what advice would you give to someone that is starting or recently started a business? Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Have tunnel vision. Once, do it scared, do it happy, do it mad, do it sad, do it with every emotion, but stick to the plan. There's so many times where I didn't stick to the plan, and then I'm like, man, that plan would have worked if I would have just stuck with the plan. But no, stick to the plan. I don't care what you got going on, whatever you wrote in your business plan, check it off. Stick to it. Go down the line. Check it off. Check it off. Did I do this? Yep. Did I do this? No. Don't skip it. Do it. Stick to the plan.
Advice that I would give any business owners or even people that's starting, again, just to piggyback off my sister, be sure to stick to your plan, but also give yourself grace as you do make yourself, getting into your entrepreneurship and your business. Give yourself grace. Every little step is a step to your goal.
The advice that I would give to anyone that is thinking of starting a new business, just from my years of experience of working with small business owners, I see a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners that are very passionate about their business. They're very talented, and it takes that. You have to be very passionate, very all in to have a successful small business. You don't have to have a business degree. But you do need to be prepared. And I see a lot of people that come to me that, they need a small business loan to grow their business or to start their business. And all the components are there as far as the passion and the drive, but they're not prepared. You need a business plan. You need to get that education. There's a lot of free resources out there. Your local SCORE office, Cindy's program, she teaches you to start a business from start to finish. Understanding financial statements, understanding how to create a business plan, a personal financial statement, creating projections for your potential business. So those are all very important aspects as well. You need to be prepared when you approach a bank for a bank loan. I see a lot of people that come in, they don't know what their credit score is. They have derogatory information, judgments, collections on their credit report, and they didn't even know they were there. Those things are very important. Pull your personal credit reports from all 3 credit bureaus. If you have derogatory information on your credit report or your credit score is low, take steps before you get to the point that you're approaching a bank and clean up those issues. Again, sticking to the plan. You need to have a plan. So again, please take my business card. If First Savings Bank can't help you, I'm a wealth of knowledge of different programs that are out there. I'm happy to talk to anybody at any time to give any kind of financial advice that you need. The SBA.gov website is another great resource. There's lots of free resources there for women entrepreneurs. So please, take advantage of all the free education and free resources that you can to prepare yourself for your new business venture.
Okay, so the next question is, what challenges do you face in balancing the demands of your business and your personal life? So I do have a husband and I have 3 kids, and 2 of them are actively in sports. So I make sure that I divide my time out, because the husband needs time, the kids need time, and I need time for myself. So how I do that is, when I'm with my husband, I like to put my phone away. My time with my husband is my husband. He has a no phone. He doesn't like phones. Get off social media. You can do that later. But making sure you have time for yourself, time for your children, and time for your spouse if you have one. One thing about entrepreneurship, it's never ending. There's always going to be something to do. You be up, sometimes I'm up until I'm at my studio, I look up it's 2 a.m. Oh my goodness. Because when you're in that moment and when you're trying to get things done, you forget about time. You think about what you have to get done. So a lot of times I find myself let me get this done this weekend, I gotta do this, I got so much to do now, and I'm telling her, because I know once I get in there, I'm locked in. And I'm not gonna be locked in until it's completely done. So make sure you have balance. It's good to have balance. You have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself a break from the entrepreneur life, because it can get overwhelming. There was many times where I wanted to throw in the towel. Then I wake up the next day and I'll be like, oh no, I was crazy. I'm not throwing in the towel. So just make sure that you clear your headspace. Take some time. Every day is a new day. A fresh day to start new. So just take that from today. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm so hard on myself when it comes to business. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, I didn't do that right. Perfectionist, but being imperfect has made me the person I am today.
So how I find balance with my personal life and business life, I do like to travel a lot. So my biggest thing is setting boundaries for my clients, setting boundaries for my family and my friends. I'm big on just stepping into setting boundaries, because I used to be a yes woman. I would say yes to everything. I would be at everything. Call on Simone. She's going to show up, okay? I'm going to sacrifice something to show up. So I'm strong on, as an entrepreneur, setting boundaries. I use my calendar a lot. I let my clients have access to my calendars, so they know not to put anything on my block schedule. I let my clients know I'm gonna be out of the country or out of the city or whatever, setting those boundaries. So that's my key thing, as balancing my personal and business life, setting boundaries. It's okay to set boundaries, okay?
I just want to reiterate what someone said, creating boundaries. I also, not being a business owner, but working remotely, it takes a lot of discipline. So when your office is right there, in your den, it can be really tempting to just, go pop in the office. Let me just go check my computer real quick, see if I got any emails, and especially when you feel passionate about something. For me, working with small business owners, I'm so passionate about it because I sit and listen to people talk about their dreams, and I know that I'm a big part of that. So if I can get them the financing that they need to start their business or to grow their business, you know, I can be a part of making their dreams come true. And so if I'm working on a loan and I'm trying to get it through, I'm working with a small business owner and they're, you know, calling me 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's so tempting to want to answer the phone. You know, you want to be there for them. But again, it's so important to have a balance in your life. Spend time with your children. You're never going to get those years back. This is what I have to get done. Some days I have to take it hour by hour because there's just, you know, it's so overwhelming. So planning and organizing your time appropriately because your family is important. And I know it can be very difficult sometimes to, like I said, when you feel passionate about something and you carry it away and getting out of balance. So that would be my advice, is just setting boundaries, being organized, and prioritizing and keeping what is important, your family and your relationships at the forefront.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. If you need to join a network, please get with Cindy. This is a great program, so go ahead and get with her if you want to get that together.
All right, ladies, you guys did so good. Stay right there for a moment. Okay, so Mary Jo, Simone, and we have Stephanie. Okay, so what I need you guys to do, y'all know what to do, right?